Hey guys, welcome back to Sparkman Homestead. My name is Krista and it is my favorite time of the month. It is my Azure pickup day. So we just got home from the pickup and I wanted to show you guys what I picked up this month. I just recently changed drop locations. We actually got a drop a lot closer to me, so now I don't have to drive almost all the way into Nashville to pick up my stuff, so it is really, really nice. So let's get started. I am going to open these boxes up with you guys because like I always say on all of my orders, I really don't remember what I got. So let's take a look and see. I'm just going to adjust my camera because you guys actually cannot see me. So let me just move it. Okay, I think that's a little better. I think you can see me plus the boxes. Okay, so first box. Let's see. It's definitely like Christmas when I pick up my Azure order. Okay, so we got the free catalog that you get with all of your Azure orders. This just has sales and it shows you what new products they have coming out. So I really like to read that. I picked up some smoked paprika. I got 1 pound of it. I really love smoked paprika. I put it in almost everything that I make. It just really adds like a really nice barbecue taste. So I picked up more of that because I was getting low on that. I will leave the prices for you guys below just to let you know how much I paid for everything. This month, it is the month of October, so prices may be subject to change. So what you're seeing now may not be the price later on, but this is what I paid for my items on this particular order. And I got a 5, or is this 6 pounds? I think this is 6 pounds. I think it's 6 pounds, could be 5, but this is mozzarella cheese. I love this mozzarella cheese. I've ordered it quite a bit. What I do with this block is I just leave the whole thing in my fridge, and this will last in the fridge for usually 2 to 3 months without it going bad. I try to minimize the amount that I'm actually handling the cheese. I keep it in its original wrapper and I put a bag over top of it so that it's not really ever exposed to air, and that is how I've kind of found that I keep it the longest, because sometimes I like shredded mozzarella and sometimes I like cubed mozzarella, like if I'm making a salad or something. So I don't necessarily like to just shred it all, but love this cheese. I got some Nancy's probiotic cottage cheese. This stuff is pretty good. It's not Steven's favorite, my husband's, but I absolutely love it. So I picked up a couple for me, or I picked up 1 for me. And then I got our favorite sour cream. Love, love, love this sour cream. So I always pick up 2 of them. I think next month I might end up picking up 3 of them because we actually went through them fairly quickly this month. I'm not sure why, but we ate through them really, really quickly. And one thing, if you watched my latest video that actually, I think it came out today, you guys will be seeing this video a week from when that video came out, but I made some grape jelly because I have been craving peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Also, I just want to kind of add a highlight. If you did watch last week's video when I was making the grape jelly, that jelly set up perfect. It is amazing, amazing jelly. I am going to be using that recipe from now on. It is super easy to make with just store-bought juice. But yeah, all of it set up perfectly fine, and I got complete seals on all of them, so it was really, really awesome. That's a little side note from last week's video. So anyways, going with that jelly theme, I picked up some peanut butter. I picked up 3 of them because they are cheaper when you purchase more than 1 thing. Azure does have amazing bulk prices, so that's why I like to shop there, because I can buy more than 1 item, and when you do get more than 1 item, you usually get a bulk discount on it. So I picked up 3 of these because I've been going through peanut butter really, really fast lately. A new product to me is I picked up some of this caramelized coconut topping. I have been also really loving chai teas lately. I have this decaf chai tea mix and it is so delicious. I have a little frother and I froth up my raw milk, just heat it up a little bit, And then I like to put caramel on top of it just to kind of make it, you know, extra special. Kind of make it like a coffee house coffee. So I got this stuff because I'm trying to get a more healthier option for caramel, because right now I'm just using like the store-bought ice cream sundae caramel, which is loaded with horrible things. So I'm gonna give this a try. This just has organic coconut kernel extract, organic coconut syrup, which is, that's probably where it gets its sweetener from. But I picked up 3 of these, so I'm excited to try this. I may even make a tea today and have this. I'm definitely gonna cut up some apples and have this with some apples, because caramel and apples is the best treat. Azure also wraps up anything that could potentially leak or that would not mesh well with food. So this right here is some laundry soap. I really like this laundry soap. I have purchased this in the past and it is very good at getting your clothes clean. Now this was on sale this month, that's why I bought it, but normally it is a little bit outside of my price range, so I don't normally get it, but I thought since it was on sale, I would treat myself and get a bottle of this because I really love this stuff. I make my own laundry soap, but I'm kind of giving myself a little bit of a break right now from doing that. So that's, again, it's kind of a little treat for myself to have pre-made laundry soap. And another thing that was on sale this month was shampoo. I love this shampoo. I picked up 3 bottles of the coconut shampoo. This stuff is really good if you have dry hair, which I do. This stuff works awesome. I just use a little bit and yeah, I love it. So I picked up some of the coconut shampoo. I normally end up getting the coconut conditioner to go with it, but I thought this month I would give this one a try. It is a red raspberry conditioner. And it says that it is supposed to enhance shine. Smell it. I love the smell of the coconut stuff, but let's see what this stuff smells like. Ooh, it smells good. I like it. So I got 3 bottles of the conditioner also. And you only need to use a little bit of it also, so a little bit goes a very long way. And this is the last thing in this box. I've got a lot of stuff that was on sale this month because it's stuff that I normally buy anyways. It was on sale. So I picked up 2 things of this lemon essential oil. I like to use this in my my homemade dishwasher detergent. This is the stuff that I use. Plus it's just good to have this on hand. And then another thing that I picked up, again, because these were on sale, is I got a citronella essential oil. And I picked this guy up because I actually want to make next year, I want to make a bug spray and like candles, and I'm hoping that I can put this stuff in it and it will help deter the mosquitoes a little bit. So wishful thinking, I think, but we'll give it a try. Just gonna bring the camera down here. I picked up 2 bags of this whole wheat flour, or not whole wheat flour. It is organic wheat flour. This stuff is amazing. I am going through flour a lot lately because I've been doing a lot of baking. I decided to pick up 2 this month because I've been going through it so quickly with making everything from scratch. I mean, I normally make everything from scratch, but lately I've just been going through flour so much. I think because I've been experimenting with a lot of new sourdough recipes, and that flour also, to add, it works amazing with sourdough. Not only does it work good with sourdough, but if you're gonna make like a yeast recipe, like cookies, bread, like anything, you name it, it is an all-purpose flour and it works really well. So that is a 50-pound bag, so I picked up 100 pounds of it, and hopefully it should last me at least a couple months. Right now, I think I'm going through about 25 pounds a month. But again, I make almost everything from scratch, so that's why I go through a lot of flour. everything in one box here, which is good. Yeah, they did. So I picked up my favorite type of butter. This is just Mother's Choice, and this is a salted butter, I believe. Is it salted? Yeah, it's salted. I like to use salted butter. Even if a recipe calls for unsalted, I still use salted. I like that flavor it lends to baked goods if you use the salted butter in it. So that is what I got. Really, really like that. I'm actually down to one thing of butter in my freezer, so I'll probably end up having to order a little bit more next month because it is, again, baking season for holiday stuff. That's another reason why I ordered so much flour, because we are in the holiday baking season right now. Oh, this is also something new that I've never tried before, but I thought I would give it a try just for a little bit of variety. I picked up some medium shells. This is just pasta, and this is a 2.5-pound bag. So I thought we would just give it a try just for diversity. I like Azure's pastas. They taste really, really good. They cook really easy. This is not a gluten-free pasta. This is Semalia. I'll put it down below because I cannot pronounce anything. Semalia wheat. I'm not saying that right, but again, I'll put it down below so you know what I'm trying to spit out. Okay, we're on to the last box. Favorite pasta. That's why I ordered a 4.5-pound bag. We go through this pasta very, very quickly. We actually eat quite a bit of pasta. I've been trying to not eat as much lately, but for some reason, I think it's just a convenience thing. It's really easy just to kind of boil some water and put it with the sauce. And at the height of like gardening and preserving season, I was definitely gravitating to that. But now that we're kind of more into like the slow cooker soup season, probably going to be using less of it, but I just want to kind of keep a good stock of it because I do like to have it on hand for quick meals. Sit down and take the pressure off my foot. That's everything for this month's Azure order. Next month, I'm probably going to have a little bit of a bigger order because I'm trying to really assess my pantry and just kind of making sure that I'm staying topped up on everything going into the winter months. Now, yesterday, I did a little bit of a reorganization of my pantry. I'm wanting to do a pantry tour for you guys, but I kind of wanted to get things a little bit more organized and kind of into better, just more organized. So what I did was I turned the camera on yesterday and took you guys along while I did a little bit of that reorganization. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna include that in this video and show you. It's gonna kind of be out of order though. I didn't know which one I was gonna put first, whether I was gonna do that first or the Azure haul, but you're getting the Azure haul first. So if you're not interested in watching me reorganize and kind of showing you a little bit of what's in my pantry, you can just end the video here because the haul is over at this point. But if you are definitely interested in seeing a little tiny bit of my pantry, then definitely stay tuned. That will be coming up after I'm done talking. But also the other thing I wanted to let you know is that I am planning, hopefully tomorrow or early next week, on shooting a pantry tour for you guys, just to kind of show you what I am getting stocked up on to get me through the winter months until next growing season. So stay tuned for that fun video. I love shooting pantry tours and showing you guys what I all did throughout the preserving season and what I was able to put up. Let's get on to me doing the pantry organization. So we are going to do a little bit of a project today. I have this shelf in my pantry. It is an overstocked shelf. This is actually where I keep all of my overstock of my spices. This is not working in my laundry room. It is also not good to have spices located near a dryer. So I am gonna get this shelf moved, and we are actually gonna move it back to the pantry area. This back room here is what I kind of call my pantry room. This is where I have all of my canned goods. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that shelf. I have to empty it all out first. I'm gonna put it all on the kitchen table, kind of do a little bit of organization, taking you guys along with me, because what's more fun than watching somebody organize something? So we're gonna do that, and then once we get that all empty, we're gonna bring the shelf. I'm gonna have Steven help me because I'm still kind of limping around. I'm gonna have Steven help me move it, and we are gonna put that shelf in that blank spot right there. I was debating on where to end up putting it. I thought maybe it would be good in that back corner because it's taller than all of my other shelves, and I thought it would kind of just like blend in there. And then I was gonna move that shelf over here, and then this shelf which houses all of our eggs. So when we bring our eggs into the house, we kind of just put it onto this shelf here. So I was gonna bring that shelf and put it, lots of moving around here. I was gonna put it over here. This area over here is kind of where I keep all of my bulk dry goods. So I have like my sugar, my flour, my salt, everything is under there. It's kind of housing my dehydrator right now. I really like kind of having that there because this is a really good working area for me when I'm bringing stuff into the garden. But being that we are now not in garden season, it's gonna kind of be empty, but I wanna have it there just to kind of get ready for next garden season. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but I'm gonna take you guys along with me while we try to figure it all out. So there's probably gonna be a lot of moving around. So let's get started. The other thing that we might do while we're doing all of this is, because I'm emptying all of kind of my overflow stuff, we might end up filling some of our spice stuff that I keep in the kitchen. So that shelf back there is kind of like an overstock of all of my spices. This is my kitchen spice drawer. I definitely love spices. Spices, the spice of life. I love flavoring stuff. So I have a lot of spices, and I definitely use them all. So what we'll end up doing is, while we're emptying that out, we might come along and just refill some of those spices up also. Here it all is. I have these all double stacked too. And then I got more over here. So we're gonna have to come in and do a little bit of cleaning in here. Hopefully that light is not too bad. I think it is. So we ended up anchoring this to the wall because it is very wobbly, and I don't want to open up one of these drawers and then have this whole thing fall on me, because that is very dangerous. So we anchored it a couple places so that it is secured against the wall. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm just now putting everything back, but I am also taking note of things like this. This is my onion powder, and it is looking pretty low. So what I'm gonna do is just make a little note for myself. I'm gonna get a notepad and just write down onion powder, and then I know that on my Azure order this month, or next month because I actually go and pick up my Azure order tomorrow morning. So I'm going to put that on my order for November's pickup. That way I know exactly what I am low on, because I do not like to be low on spices. Now, I did check in my kitchen and just kind of go over and see what spices I kind of was low on in there, and they're all good, because I usually, when I notice something is low when I'm cooking, I actually leave it out on the counter, and then when I have a second, I just fill it up and then put it back into the cupboard. Otherwise, I will forget that it needs to get refilled. So that's kind of a system that I already have in place, but I don't really have a system for making inventory of these. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a pen and paper, write down, because I know onion powder is definitely something I need, because I did not have a good onion harvest this year. So let's get everything put back into here. I'm kind of taking it easy because my foot's bothering me a little bit. This is why I'm also doing this. Look what I found. Onion powder. It was it was in a container over here, so I definitely really need to do this. So I'm gonna take onion powder off my list, but I'm gonna add garlic powder. One other thing that we are going to do, just turn a light on here, is we have this blank space here. This is where the cat stays, so all of her stuff is down here, but I have this empty space up here. I have all of my overage of my Ziploc baggies. So what I'm going to do, me and Steven are going to go to Lowe's, and we're actually going to get 3 floating shelves, and we're going to put them there. And that is where I'm going to end up putting my overage of this stuff and any extra like baking things I have. I have like these containers, so I'm going to end up putting them in the laundry room as well, because the dryer will not bother these types of things. Any type of thing that is not food related is fine to go in storage in the laundry room. So we'll put 3 shelves up there. That is where I'll put that stuff. That's where I'll put the Ziploc baggies. Same with like extra garbage bags, stuff like that. That will all go into the laundry room, and it will be perfectly safe in there. It gives me a couple extra areas in this shelf that I can now put my spices, because I was starting to get everything kind of clustered and I couldn't find anything. So just reworking a lot of stuff today. Depending on how much room I have on the shelves, I might end up moving things like that, which is my roaster oven. My big, huge stainless steel bowl might go into the laundry room. And then I may potentially put some of these canning jars in there, and then maybe that vinegar, because I really would love to get some of my food stuff, like stuff that I buy at the grocery store. Things like my olives and like canned salmon, stuff like that. I really would like to be able to kind of put out there. I have canned peaches also that I would like to have a spot for. I'm trying to get everything into one area, because right now I have some canned goods in my guest bedroom. I had that stuff in the laundry room, and it was just everywhere. And we had a house guest, and I couldn't get in to grab some stuff because that's the room that they were staying in. So it doesn't work having my storage stuff in there. Plus, that is normally my daughter's room as well. And when she's here, I don't like to be going in and out grabbing my storage stuff. But I mean, I make it work for what I have available, but I'm trying to get everything kind of condensed into one area. Also found a thing of my mustard powder. I use a lot of ground mustard. I love it in everything. So I actually go through this really, really quickly. Plus I use it to make my mayonnaise. Homegrown basil. I made a mistake this year and I did not preserve enough basil, so this is going to have to get me through until next year, which hopefully it will. I have this little neat container. It was a fridge basket, but I don't use it in the fridge. This is where I keep all of my dried herbs. Looks like we have the basil, we have some sage, thyme, oregano. All of this is good for the year. My rosemary, cilantro, and dill. So I'm getting everything added back into the shelves. What I like to do in my spice storage area is I really like to keep like spices with like spices. So for example, I like to keep garlic powder with garlic salt, onion powder with onion powder and granulated onion, and also I like to keep all my baking stuff together, so like allspice, cinnamon, all that I like to have grouped together. And then also in this shelf I like to kind of keep my baking stuff all kind of bunched together, and same with my pasta. All right, we're getting things done. I've got my baking shelf all done and all the spices are done. I moved those, the ones that I preserved, I put them on the bottom shelf. That's where my Ziploc baggies used to be, so I like having them down there. I'm gonna try to get all of my canned stuff. Sorry, it keeps defocusing. I'm gonna try to get all my canned stuff on that shelf. This is what we have left. This is all pasta right here. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of top up my pasta in my kitchen, and then whatever we have left, figure out where that's gonna go on in the pantry. I keep all of my noodles in these gallon-sized glass jars. So when I get low on them, I just come in and just use these, put them in here. So I noticed that I am getting a low on macaroni noodles. So I wrote that down and I'm gonna put that in my next month's Azure order, because I'm gonna start making macaroni and cheese kind of from scratch. Instead of buying these boxes, I'm just gonna make it myself. Pretty easy to make. So this one is already full. This is one of our favorite pastas. Love it. I think I just ordered a whole bunch of these from my Azure order. I guess we will see together, because I think what I'm going to do is actually end up putting my Azure haul at the end of this video, or at the beginning. I don't know which way I'm going to do it yet, but you will see it. Okay, so these are all filled up, so I'm going to put my little overage bags that I have, just put them in the pantry somewhere. All right, it is pretty much done. So I put the pasta up here with my salmon and our olives. We go through a lot of olives, so that thing is all the way back. And we also like artichoke hearts. So this is kind of going to be my pasta shelf. And then I have all my baking stuff on this shelf. And then these are all of our spices on all of these shelves. And then this bottom shelf, I just kind of have stuff that didn't fit up there. So I have some tuna down here, and then I have some coconut milk. So I have a lot of space here. I'm going to show you guys where my other storage is. So this is kind of my other stuff that I have in storage. So I have like arrowroot powder, cocoa, I have rice flour. I also keep all of my seeds in here as well. And then I have some tomato paste, my canned peaches, which I think I'm gonna bring and actually put over there where the coconut milk is, and then all my syrup and vinegars and stuff. Same with all here. This is all vinegar and salt, and then beans I keep in here, and then also rice and cornmeal and all of my oil. That is what I'm saying with stuff is just kind of everywhere, and I really want to get this stuff out of this closet. But as I came back here, I realized that I have too much stuff to fit in that little tiny area of free space that I just gave myself. So it's not going to work, and I don't want to put this stuff in the laundry room again because it is got that dryer going. I don't want any of it to ruin. Mind you, I think the vinegar should be fine in there, so we might move the vinegar into the laundry room when we get those shelves assembled. But for now, I think all that I'm really going to be able to move out of here right now is just those canned peaches. So that is going to be it for today for getting this done. I have my Azure pickup tomorrow. So like I said, I'm going to include that on this video. I don't know where exactly it is going to be on this video. It might be at the beginning or it might be at the end. we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So I will see you guys tomorrow with the Azure order. All right, so that is it for the reorganization and Azure little haul. I wanted to show you guys, I went yesterday to Lowe's and picked up 3 little shelves. Bring you over here and show you. Just little shelves on this, like, I don't know what this stuff is. You just get these little hooks and they go in. Perfect. I have all of my extra Ziploc baggies, parchment paper, stuff like that. We have all of our hot tub stuff on that shelf. And then I have my roaster oven and big bowl there. So I was happy to kind of find a spot for that roaster oven. I ended up just putting those little kind of takeaway tins up there. Just a good little storage spot. This is also where I keep my grinder, like my food grinder, and like all my KitchenAid attachments. They kind of all stay up there. I really would like to have them kind of hidden away, but right now, again, we're just working with what we got. And then in here, I was able just to put all of my canning stuff all in that area. And then the bottom, I just moved my extra vinegar and apple juices down there. But everything's kind of a little bit more organized now. So like I said earlier, stay tuned for the pantry tour because I am so excited to show you guys what we've all canned this year. I love pantry tours. I love watching them, and I definitely love showing you guys. So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.